هو طلع بطريق يعني زيارة أقربائه وراح للبصرة، وهناك يعني هو فجأة يعني دخل مستشفى، تعب قلبه على أساس يسووا له عملية. بين ما تجمعوا له فلوس ومبلغ ورادوا يدهر ما تقبل الدكتور، عنده الشرايين مسدودة وملتوية بعد، ما صلحت له كل عملية. ما أدري من يقول إلهم مستقبل، لأن حطام عيشتنا، العيشة تعبانة، ما أعتقد يعني يوصلون شيء. يحتاجون هم ملابس، هاي الجواريب الملابس مال المدرسة، والجو بارد يعني 100% تتغير إذا توفر لهم الفواكه الأكل.
شاجين طبعا من باب يعني كنا نشبك بيه، نحبه، إن وين ما نريد يعني يونسنا، هو بس الوحيد اللي عندنا. انكسار تجي خنقة تجينا، حسرة بقلبي، ما عداني يدوم يعني من العام عدي، صار عام عدي واروح بيه كل يوم، ما عداني. حالتنا تعرف بعد قدام عينك، ما عندنا شي، طبيب دكتور وساعد أفيد البلد، بين قوسين أفيد العالم كله.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm here in an area very close to the Karbala football stadium. Little Alawi here is having fun on my phone. A beautiful family, lovely family, but again another sad story. Unfortunately, Alawi's father passed away from a heart attack, leaving behind 4 children, 4 orphans. Now, unfortunately, the mother doesn't work and she's trying whatever she can to get by, but at the same time, it's just not enough for her to raise 4 children. They need school fees being paid for, they need books to be paid for, they need clothes, and also they need food. And due to the lack of food, a lot of the children are very malnourished. They have lack of minerals, and there's issues with iron deficiency and other nutrients that they require are deficient in their bodies. Now, Alawi here is having a really fun time at the moment and laughing and giggling. However, the family may have to leave this place because of the football stadium being extended and so forth. A lot of these houses are being demolished. Now, if they have to leave, there's nowhere else for them to go. So where would they go? And where could little Alawi here play? Brothers and sisters, I'm begging of you to help out this family. Support, donate, do whatever you can so that these children can smile and play, they can eat properly, they can go to school and study, and inshallah they'll be able to become something. All they need is an opportunity, all they need is a chance, all they need is a level playing field. And I'm telling you, these kids will flourish. Please donate.
Your contribution can help us break the cycle of poverty and create a brighter future for generations to come.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. Ramadan Kareem to you all, and welcome to Imam Hussein Charity's fundraising live show on a daily basis throughout Ramadan al-Kareem, this holy month in which we are calling on you, the dear viewers, to come and contribute and donate to an absolutely amazing cause. But these causes won't be essentially covered or won't be able to be taken care of unless you guys come and step forward and answer the call. I'm joined as ever by Sayyid Muhsin Shah. Assalamu alaikum, Sayyid.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Ali Fadl, for a lovely introduction, and inshallah another evening of fundraising, fun and games.
Inshallah, inshallah. So as ever, I would love to start with just a 2 or 3 minute reflection. We've mentioned in the last couple of nights Imam Ali alayhi salam as being the father of the orphans. We've mentioned Imam Hussein alayhi salam when he stood on that day of Ashura in the land of Karbala, and he made a call, and that call was Hal min Nasr yansuruna. And we in the 21st century, in this century, we are answering the call of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. I want to keep the theme of Imam Hussein and keep the theme of Muharram and Ashura by mentioning Imam Sajjad alayhi salam, because we know and understand that Imam Sajjad didn't pass away immediately after Karbala. Sayyidah Zainab alayhi salam did. About 2-3 years after Karbala, she passed away. Imam Sajjad lived for about 31 or 2 years after the massacre of Karbala. And every single moment that he saw water, he would cry for his father Imam al-Hussein. See cattle being slaughtered, he would remember Imam al-Hussein. See a person digging up a grave, he would remember his father Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. However, we know from the narrations that Imam al-Sajjad alayhi salam was known for his supplications and how close he was to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Another thing that we know, or we may not know about Imam al-Hussein, was his charitable status, how much he gave towards charity, how much he supported the poor, how much he supported those that are less fortunate. Even though his situation, you would say that he was already living in poverty, whatever means that he had, he would always support. To the extent on his deathbed, when they were washing the body of Imam Sajjad alayhi salam, they noticed that there were chains on his chain marks on his neck. Now, many obviously attributed this to the calamity of Karbala and the way that they were taken captives, but also it was the fact that, similar to his uncle Imam al-Hasan alayhi salam, where he would go out in the night and he would also get the marks bearing those, it could be food or clothing or whatever that he could find, charitable stuff for those who were less fortunate. Imam Sajjad also had to kind of use that as well. He had those marks in order to give back to those who needed it most. The point here is that Imam Sajjad could have easily kind of kept to himself. After Karbala, he could have kept to himself and said, you know what, I am mourning my father Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. But he said, no matter what calamity befell me, no matter what happened to me, I'm still going to go out and carry the name of the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, carry on our legacy. I will still call to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, be known as those who was Sayyid al-Sajideen, who was the master of the prostrators. And he would obviously do his level best in order to give back towards those who need it the most. So on this night, we call on Imam Sajjad alayhi salam for another reason, because he was the sick one of Karbala. So everyone who is in need of hajat, especially when it comes to medical hajat, they call Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the name of Imam Sajjad to cure their sick ones. So we're also telling you out there, dear viewers, that there are many out there who need your du'as, but also need your support, and that is financial support, and that's what we're calling on today. So how can they donate, Sayyid Muhsin?
There are many ways to donate, but the most easiest one is to go onto the website www.imamhusseincharity.com. There's a QR code over there somewhere.
Yeah.
That'll take you straight to the website. If you need a bit of assistance, give us a call, 0203 515 1122. Our volunteers are ready to take your calls, and they will help you with the donation process. Now you can donate towards the Iftar Pack campaign, which is £30, which will provide a small Iftar Pack to a family. You can sponsor an orphan for £50 a month, where the money will go towards buying clothes, school equipment, tuition fees and so forth. Or you could donate towards the Water Well campaign, where £1,400 will provide a water well for a village in Pakistan, providing fresh, clean water for the villagers.
Inshallah. So the way that you can get in touch as well, the number to call is
0203 515 1122 or WhatsApp 07940 503046. The numbers and all the details are at the bottom here.
If you weren't tuning in yesterday, we had an amazing episode.
MashaAllah.
All right. At the beginning of the episode, we didn't aim for 5 water wells.
No.
But by the end of it, in the last half an hour, we were aiming for 5, because 3 generous donors, they said that they were going to pledge £1,400 to water wells. So we got 3 water wells yesterday. The day before that, Haj Yasser, who I'm going to need to welcome on, he's sitting there patiently, poor guy. I need to welcome on as soon as possible. Himself and Amir Reza, they both came together and donated a water well. So today, this is your chance. The water well is so important, not just for you and the benefits that you can get, but the benefits for those who are in need, especially in Pakistan, where water is very scarce. Water is often quite dirty. Tell us about the situation in Pakistan.
In
actually, when it comes to
Pakistan,
water.
especially with water, the water is so bad that even the locals can't drink it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you were to use water for whatever reason, whether it be for drinking, sanitizing, you know, it is so filthy that they get diseases. And they get more ill. And I think upon us, the Shia of Amir al-Mu'mineen and the Shia of Imam Hussein, we understand the importance of water. We understand that water is a human necessity and it should not be, you know, taken away from anyone. And no one should be deprived of fresh, clean water, you know, in order to live and live a healthy life, in order to sanitize, in order to grow food and agriculture and so forth. So, in Pakistan, I think we've got some facts, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm just reading about the new campaigns, but if you want me to go through the
water
facts. Yeah,
there we go. 22.2 billion people do not have access to safe, clean water. More than 80% of Pakistanis face severe water scarcity for at least 1 month of the year. Over the course of 1 year globally, women spend a total of 2 million hours a day collecting water. And by 2030, around 700 million people would be displaced by intense water scarcity. Brothers and sisters, this is not facts from yesterday, not from last year, but this is happening right here, right now. Pick up the phone, 0203 515 1122, and you can, your family, your community, your work colleagues together can sponsor a water well, £1,400, inshallah. 0203 515 1122.
There is a lot happening today. So once again, Haj Yasser, I apologize. Before I welcome you on, there is so much happening today that sometimes, you know, we don't have enough time to go through it. So, excuse me, there is a new incentive. There are new campaigns.
Nice.
Right? So
Very nice.
what we've been discussing so far is the iftar pack campaign. We've been discussing the orphan campaign and the £1,400 that goes towards the water wells. Now, we have added 3 more campaigns to make it easier for you as an option for you to come in and say, look, I want to contribute to this cause specifically. Now, the cause is, I'm going to start with the £100. Okay, and then we'll go to the second one, which you can describe. The first one, which is the £100. This is essentially emergency and medical aid. We have several orphans, widows, and vulnerable people in need of emergency medication and urgent care in Iraq. Okay, this is an emergency. They need it now. This is all due to volcanic eruptions, floods, and earthquakes. So £100 could go towards supporting those who are in need in this, specifically the emergency and medical aid campaign.
Definitely.
So that's £100.
We had that last year as well. I remember the £100 will go towards like prescriptions. Those who are less fortunate for like dialysis and things like that. So the medical procedures and so forth. So £100 is really nothing to, you know, give someone, you know, an extra month of ease or so forth, inshallah. The second new campaign that we do have is the shelter and repair campaign for £250. That money will go towards, you know, fixing walls and roofs, especially. When I was there in Iraq, oh my gosh, the roof, it was just plastic sheets that they found. There was no real ceiling or plaster boards or anything. And then with the plastic sheets, you need to understand is you can't do wiring properly. So the wiring, there's just live wires that's hanging around on the ceiling. It's really, really unsafe and hazardous. £250 can help, you know, rebuild and repair a lot of these homes that we have in Iraq.
To bring that to life, we've got a small video that we want to show you. We'll show you that video and we'll come back and explain the third campaign. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Got a pole holding up the wires. So these people that are living here with the bare minimum that they can afford and what they can, you know, grab a hold of, using any materials whatsoever to build. Look, there's wood. They're using twigs for roofs, plastic sheets. I can see some carpet there as well. These bricks have been put together with minimum cement. Even, you know, where we live in the West, we have like health and trading standards and so forth. This would never be allowed in the UK simply because it's not safe, it's not built with the right materials, it's not even stable, and it doesn't even look nice. But these people, they don't have a choice. How are they supposed to live? How are they supposed to, you know, put things together? Using the bare minimum they can. They are, you know, just making buys, going by whatever they can. But look, even though these people are living in poverty, even though it's hard, they still put up the alam of Abu Fadl, the alam of Abu Abdullah Hussein. You can see flags everywhere. They don't give up on their faith. Brothers and sisters, the people you're helping are your own Shia brothers and sisters. It's no random people. These are our own people. And we, as the Shia community and the lovers of Amir al-Mu'mineen and the lovers of Imam Hussein, Allah his real parents, we are the ones that are going to help these people. Because if we don't, no one else is. Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome back. So you've just seen what the £250 could go to when it comes to shelter and repair. It will help provide rent or urgent housing repair to those to the vulnerable and needy in Iraq. Once again, we know that the summer months are coming, and in those summer months it could reach 50, 55 degrees
100%.
sometimes, and so the heat is absolutely unbearable. And for those, you know, you can even see what kind of conditions that they're living in. That on top of the little building that they've created is not strong enough.
It's not secure.
It's not secure
It's not
enough for them to protect against anything. To be
I mean,
honest with you.
you're talking about the heat. When I was there, it was quite cold, and it's not enough to hold the cold out.
Yeah.
And God forbid it rains or there's any sort of hailstone or anything like that. It is not safe. It's actually going to seep through into the house.
The third campaign we want to talk about is
Skills.
It is orphan and widow skills training. Orphan and widow skills training. This is £500 that could go to providing apprenticeships for both men and women in different fields, ranging from tailoring and cooking for women all the way to barbers and hairdressing and driving skills for men in Iraq. This project will uplift the individual and the family as it provides a trade skill so that families can work and get themselves out of poverty, inshallah. That's £500, and you can make that difference if you can donate that amount. Now, I need to, before I do anything else, welcome onto the stage our dear friend Haj Yasser. Can we welcome him with a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad?
Allahumma salli ala
Muhammad wa ali.
Inshallah, you're well.
Haj Yasser, how are you?
I'm okay, how are you?
Not too bad.
I like that there's new campaigns on screens now,
Yeah?
so more for us to talk about.
Which one do you resonate with the most?
What's it called? The title is Urgent, something urgent?
Yeah.
Emergency campaign, I don't know.
All of them are emergent.
No, the urgent one.
And all of them are quite urgent.
The medicine one, yes.
Okay.
So emergency and medical aid.
Yes, emergency and medical aid for £100,
Why?
which is an amazing price. The reason I say this is because when I was editing these videos that are shown on screen, one of the main things the widows were saying is, I'm ill, or my children are ill, and we can't afford care.
Yeah.
And most of the reasons why some of the fathers have died and why these children have become orphans is because their father fell ill and they couldn't afford the medical bills to cure him. So these emergency and medical care that we're given to people might actually prevent some children becoming orphans.
Absolutely, Yasser. Thank you so much for that. Now, in terms of the orphan and widow skills training, you mentioned a couple of times as well. I think Sayyid Mohsin, you mentioned as well. In terms of, let's not look at these kids as orphans, but actually look at one that could be a doctor or an engineer or a philosopher. You mentioned one time, whatever it may be. But these guys can become something in the future. That £500, how much of an effect can it have on these young children who are trying to aspire to be something?
I mean, if you think about it, with those orphans and widows who are, you know, rather than waiting for your charity, why not give them an opportunity to become something, give them an opportunity to make their own money? And a lot of them have so much potential. And so these people, they're not scared to work. They've proven that already. by being so young and going out to work and going out to get money.
Yeah.
They're not scared of work. And for them to learn a new trade, whether it is tailoring, cooking, barbering, bus driving, I'm sure there's many more different sorts of...
Rumour has it that you cut hair? Sayyid Hussein?
On the side.
On the side? You cut
I'm very handy with the clippers, yes.
Yeah? So as a skill,
Yes.
is it quite hard to pick up or is it quite easy to pick up?
Barbering, I guess, is very easy to pick up.
Yeah.
And it'll probably take you about 1 year to master properly. Even
Okay.
I'm not a master yet.
Yeah,
In the hard part is the scissor work.
Okay.
And how to work the scissors, and then comes styling and stuff like
So
that.
imagine all of these skills being taught to kids,
That's
being
amazing.
taught to orphans.
That is amazing.
That is
So
amazing.
on that note, you met a young girl who
I did.
her father passed away, but
Yes.
he emphasized before he passed away that she is to learn English. Tell us about your experience with
so
that.
I think, if my memory serves me correctly, I think her name was Benin. And I was really impressed because we went to film and I sat down and I was speaking to her in Arabic, and then she was like, oh, no worries, you're most welcome. And I said, hold on, you speak English? And she goes, yeah, I can speak a little bit. It's been a while, but I can speak English. And I was like, well, how did you learn and so forth? And she goes, my father was very fond of the English language, and he was learning, and he passed on to me some words and so forth, and I used to speak with him.
Fantastic.
And in her father's honor and memory, she really worked hard to fix her English.
Yeah.
And I remember the conversation we were having, and she was saying how, she goes to school and she can't afford a laptop because all the other students have laptops and so forth.
Yeah.
And she was like, it's really hard. We can't afford the rent properly.
Yep,
Sometimes
yep.
we're behind on electricity bills and so forth. But a lady like that, a girl like that, had so much potential of being something.
So
She
I've just been told that actually the mother wanted to sell one of her organs.
Yes.
Just so that she could get an education.
Yes.
Is it that severe?
It was that severe.
remember that.
I remember she was talking about the tribal leader was like, why don't we marry her off to lessen the financial burden on your household? And she said, no, if I marry her off now, she'll just be a housewife and have kids. I want her to actually study. I want her to become something, a professional.
Yes.
And you could see the fact that Mr. Father, a young girl in a place called, I think it was Hayla Rasul.
Yeah.
She has never stepped out of Karbala, can speak English.
Wow.
Has learned English. Now imagine if that girl was given an opportunity to go into journalism. Hello. Or she was like, oh, we got a phone call?
Sorry, we have a phone call on the line. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay, cool. No, we're going to hold the phone call for a second. But look, we have a video that explains exactly what you're talking about. We're going to cut to that now.
Hi, my name is Benin. I live in Karbala in Iraq. I'm 70 years old. I want people to help me in my life. I want to travel from Iraq. I just want to travel with my family. This is my dream when I was young. I want to learn English. I wish to be translator. Thank you, Imam Hussein Charity.
Okay, welcome back. See, that is a powerful video.
Yes.
That is a really...
Indeed.
Yeah, so you got some words, tell us.
Indeed. I'm out of words. I'm in shock because Sayyid Muhsin even said this is a woman, a young girl that has not even stepped out of Iraq, out of Karbala, her city, and she has so much dreams, so much aspirations, but we have the opportunity to give that to her. Absolutely. And the viewers have the opportunity to give that to her and to many other orphans just like her.
Fantastic. You know what, on that note, we have a caller on the line. Can you put him through now? Oh, he hung up. It's okay, no problem. We'll get him back any second now. Look, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it from Sayyid Muhsin, you've heard it from Yasser. Now is the time for you to say, yes, I'm going to answer the call. I want to give an education to one of these young children so that they can grow up, inshallah, become something of themselves and get themselves out of poverty, get their family out of poverty. We've got that caller on the line once again. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. No, he's gone again. Well, look, if you want to be incentivized to take part, as you know, on this show, we have a daily competition. It's a bit of a challenge for you viewers at home to answer a simple question, make a small donation, and then win one of IHC's fabulous prizes. Let's get them up. Yeah, let's get them up. Let's get them up. So the question yesterday, I'll wait for these guys to prepare them. The question yesterday was, if my memory serves me correct, which prophet could speak to animals? The answer is Prophet Sulaiman, as is mentioned in the Quran. Haji Yasser, who did he speak to?
He spoke to the ants.
Spoke to the ants. Fantastic.
I already knew that, I swear. I promise you I knew that. Wallah.
It's alright. It's alright, Yasser. It's okay. It's okay. So yeah, that was the answer yesterday. The winner for today didn't really want her name to be mentioned, which is absolutely fine. But it's a young lady who has won the prize, and the prize is as what you can see on your screen. I believe they get a choice of one of those three.
Okay.
I believe. Really? I don't know. Someone could confirm in my ear. Yes. We will send them one of those. I don't think they get a choice, but we will send them one of those. In any case, every single one of them is good. This one is Ya Qamar Bani Hashim. Okay. This one says آية التطهير إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم رجس أهل البيت ويطهركم تطهيرا. On all four sides, you probably can't see it on all four sides. And this one has extracts from Ziyarat Ashura. It's a bangle.
That's correct.
Bangle, right? That's a bangle. Now, today's competition, today's question is as follows. How many prophets are mentioned in the Holy Quran? How many prophets
124,000
in the Holy Quran? For you to win one of these prizes, all you need to do is make a small contribution. Minimum is £5 entry, your name and your answer into the WhatsApp, and then you'll be selected tomorrow. In tomorrow's show, we'll announce the winner of today's question.
Mullah,
right?
I wanted, if I could just say,
absolutely.
I want to talk about a quick campaign that caught my eye whilst reading.
Can you just hold it for 1 second, because we have a caller on the line.
Fine.
Yes. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Ahmed, I'm calling from London.
Ahmed from London, it's a pleasure to hear from you. How's everything? Inshallah, all is well. Ramadan Kareem to you.
Ramadan Kareem to you all and to your family. And thank you so much for this wonderful campaign. It is really admirable to see you guys up on your feet. It is straight after Iftar, while I think 80% of the population is just lying down, having a quick dinner.
You're absolutely right.
Indeed.
Ahmed, you should have seen us 2 minutes before the live. We're like this, just trying to drag ourselves in. But as soon as they say 3, 2, 1, we're up and we're excited. So thank you very much. Ahmed, I believe you've called for a purpose, and that purpose is to hopefully donate towards one of these lovely causes. How much are you going to be donating today?
Inshallah, we will be donating for a water well, especially
Let's go. MashaAllah.
Let him finish what he's going to say. Ahmed, you're going to say what you're donating for?
It's for the water well, especially after seeing the heartwarming video. It was really sad to see that now and this time, with all the technology and advances and the wealth in the world, that there are people still living in difficulty getting clean water for drinking and for cooking. So what you're doing, guys, is really admirable, and doing this donation is just a small thing to support you, and inshallah sadaqah jariyah for our family. And I hope that everyone who's listening and watching you would, donate with whatever they can.
Ahmed, thank you very, very much. Now, you have on offer as well to you as a gift for your donation.
A token of our appreciation.
A token of our appreciation is a flag of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. It says, Ya Hussein. The color could be black, white, red, we're not sure, but it is a flag that's come directly from the shrine of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. It has been, it's come from the shrine itself. So you have the option to take this flag. The donor before you decided to donate it to the next person. So it's totally up to you. There's no right or wrong answer, Ustad Ahmed. But if you want the flag, you're more than happy to take it now.
We would happily take it and have it as a cherished.
Inshallah.
Ahsan. Good choice. Good choice.
yes, give us a reason to speak to our friends and family, etc., to tell them about your great work.
Amazing, amazing. Ahmed, thank you so much. You've made me happy. You've made us happy here. And inshallah, you've made a lot of people happy in Pakistan, where the water well is going to go towards. But most importantly, inshallah, you've made Allah happy, and Allah is satisfied with your acts, inshallah.
Inshallah. تقبل الله منا ومنكم. بارك الله فيكم.
أحسنتم. Thank you very, very much. A quick nada. Yasser, thank you very much. And Ahmed, thank you once again. That is a water well. Brothers and sisters, the water wells are coming thick and fast. Be part of that cause. Be part of the excitement. Make sure that you donate a water well. We were talking about ways in which, look, if you don't have the £1,400, how can you...
Definitely. I mean, there's many ways you guys can get together and you guys collectively can raise the money. Whether it is within your own family where you could find 14 people in the name of the 14 Ma'sumin and donate £100 each. Maybe you can go towards your community in your local masjid, your local Husainiyah, and together you could spend a week or two to raise money and raise funds. Everyone could put in £1, £2, £3, £5, and inshallah you can be able to raise money for one water well. If you're working in the corporate world, why not go to work? Speak to your manager, speak to your bosses, and then together in your office you could try and collect some money and raise enough funds, because water is a humanitarian thing. Yes. It's very, very general. Everybody wants everyone to have clean, fresh water. Indeed. So, to get at work, in your office, maybe you could collectively you could raise money for water well, and inshallah, like a problem shared is a problem halved. And if it's me trying to tackle something and raise money, if I have if I had 140 people, that's £10 each. If I had 1,400 people, that's £1 each. Wow. So it's a lot easier when the numbers go higher. So inshallah, brothers and sisters, you guys collectively, even if you're going to school, why not try and speak to your teacher, and the whole school can raise money for a fresh water well, inshallah. Absolutely.
On that note, Haji Yasser, before the phone call, you said you had something that you wanted to say.
Yes, I've totally forgot. I wanted to talk about the campaign Shelter and Repair.
Okay.
For £250.
Tell us.
When I read Shelter and Repair, I was like, why are we talking about this? In my head. Yeah. And I remembered that in the videos that we show again, I remember that... it's right here.
Yeah. You can see the show the
So I remember a Hajia, a widower, and she said, they asked her, what's the one thing you would like? Normally they would say, I want food, or normally they would say, I want money. She said, I want to own my house. So they were like, what do you mean by that? She was like, I want to own my house so that when it comes to the time of Arba'een, I can host my house and make it a Husainiyah and let people sleep here. Even though I may not be able to give them food or water, at least I give them a shelter. So if anyone's looking at this Shelter and Repair, imagine that you doing this, donating that £250, you have just transferred this whole house and made it a Husainiyah for people, a mawkib for Siri, be quiet. And made it a mawkib for people during the time of Arba'een, during the time of Muharram. So that's what I wanted to let you know.
Do you know what, Yasser? Out of everything that you've mentioned in the last 5-6 days, what a story. What a story, ladies and gentlemen. Imam Hussein alayhi salam, whether you are poor, whether you are rich, he's always in the heart. He's always the first focal point. The first decision that you make is always surrounded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. And that woman said, I don't want anything. All I want is to build my home, own it, so that I can serve the Zuwar of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. So you can be part of that serving. You can be part of the thawab that this lady might get if she's able to own her house and be able to serve the Zuwar of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. We have a short video depicting this. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
والله ما قصدي عند هذا، انا عند هذول جهال ابني وبنات، وعندي ذولا ولد 2، ولقيت قواطي ولقيت حدايد ومعشتهم، معيشة ماطب. شوف هسه هذا الصف المر عليه، كان اشتري فرج، هاي الثلاجة عاطلة، ذيك عاطلة مذبوبات، لا غسالة لا جيزر، كل شيء ما عندي. هاي الرطوبة وهاي الطينة، كل شيء ما عندي. واليوم طحينة ما عندي، اليوم 10 طحين ما عندي، شاهد الله شهادة. ورحت لهذا بطحت منه اخذ بالدين وما اعطاني. طحينة لا عندي، وعندي جهال كوما. ولد ابني ما اقول لك ولدي، ابوهم مسجون ما عنده غيره هو هالواحد هذا. كل شيء ما عندي. وانا مساعدتكم. قلت لك اليوم شاهد الله شهادة، اليوم طحينة عشاء ما عندي.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm in Shakur, which is just outside the main city of Karbala. I'm with Amir and her grandson, and she's given a heartbreaking story of how her son is married with 2 boys but is no longer with them. And the struggles that she's facing is that there's no man in the house to work, and she has to go and collect materials from landfill and stuff to see if she can sell it for whatever she can. And with the money she's making, she can only buy certain things at a time. For example, if she makes 5, 6, 7,000 in one day, a simple gas canister alone is going to cost 7,000. So there's no money left to purchase food or medicine or even to send children to school. This house is very small because it was all that they could afford in installments. They couldn't even pay for it in one go. They had to liaise and negotiate and then pay in installments. Even when they purchased the roof was paid in installments, so they only got it bit by bit and so forth. Just a second ago it was raining and you could hear it was so loud, the rain, simply because the roof is made out of thin plastic sheets, which even a heavy wind could blow it away. So brothers and sisters, a family like this is in desperate need of your help, and it's with Imam Hussein Charity that we are able to help families like this, whether it is to do with giving them clothes, giving them food, medicine, helping educate their children. Please donate and help families like this in order for them to prosper and see a better future.
By donating, you're not just giving money, you're giving hope and a chance for a better life.
Welcome back, dear viewers. You are watching Imam Hussein Charity's live fundraising show. If you've just joined us, you might have caught the last parts of that video. We talked about it briefly before the video was played, but I want to get the thoughts of Sayyid Muhsin, who was actually there, and you did that interview with that lady. Tell us your thoughts about your experience with that discussion.
That was one of the most I don't know the right word. I don't even disrespectful, but really run down houses that I went to. It was in Hur, in one of the villages in Hur, and it was. I remember going in. I remember that it was just 2 or 3 rooms. It was a kitchen, and we were sat in the kitchen, and there was 2 bedrooms, and that was it. Yeah. She had 2 grandsons, I think they were. Her son wasn't there, and she couldn't afford anything, and she was like, I have to go out and pick up rubbish and try and find things to recycle to make money. Yeah. And then with that money, the kids couldn't go to the boys.
What was the state of the house? Because you mentioned as well, like, with those rundown houses.
So when you think about it, it is very, very basic skeleton. So I'm not, for those of you who aren't familiar with construction and so forth, normally you have bricks, you have cement, then you have plasterboards, and then you have plaster on top and so forth, insulation. There was none of that, it was just bricks and cement, and even the cement was really, really thin. Wow. So they really cut corners with their money. The roof was just sheets of plastic.
That's it.
Just sheets of plastic. It was raining, it was so loud because it was hail and rain. And we could hear everything. We were thinking, whoa, what is this? Very, very cold. And furthermore, it looks so, it didn't look secure, but it looked so weak and flimsy, as in a very, very heavy wind would have blown the plastic sheets
off.
So
the £30 iftar pack, what would that do to this woman and her
situation? First of all, for her, it will provide them with the ingredients and necessities that they require to have iftar and to have a fatur as well. So you're looking at flour, rice, vegetables, meat, fruits, lentils.
The reason I ask is because she mentioned, and Yasser, I want to go to you next, but she mentioned in that video, you know, I don't have flour to cook for dinner today, so we're not going to have dinner.
Did you see the vegetables she had? She had, it was rotting tomatoes, because that's what all she could afford.
Yeah.
Maybe she got it for free,
Yeah.
because they were going off,
Yeah.
or maybe she had to even pay for it.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
So Yasser, you edited this video,
Yeah.
right? So tell us about the discussion that she had with say Hussein in terms of translating what she was saying.
She the whole time she focused on not having enough money to buy food.
Yeah.
She kept on saying that you think that where I live people are going to be generous, but I went to the local baker and he knows where I live. He's known me for years, and I asked him if I could just borrow some flour and I'll pay him whenever I can, and he denied that from me.
Wow.
And then even she mentioned that about 3 times in that video. Sayyid Muhsin asked her, and the translator said, "Who do you have to help you?" She's like, "No one, just the people that have open hearts, just the viewers of this video are my helpers, and that's it." She's like, "It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and whoever chooses to help me."
Wow.
So the reason we even made this video and why it was so in terms of production so good is because she opened up in a way that no one else did before her.
Really?
Where she said, "I need your help." Others were a bit shy of it.
This shows how desperate these people are, because a lot of people are very shy to ask for money and ask for help, but they are so desperate that yeah, exactly. The shyness is gone.
Because
that I'm desperate, I need help.
Mullah, you're Iraqi, and you know that's for them. That's very hard.
It is
for them to go such a low level to say, "I need your help. I need money."
Yeah.
So most of these women before, when I was editing, they were a bit shy. They're like, "I don't want to mention that." This woman opened up, said, "I don't have money. These aren't even my children. These are my grandchildren."
Ladies and gentlemen, this is exclusive insight into the mindset of these people who desperately need your help. And do you know what? Do you know what the alarming thing is, guys? Is that this is probably one of hundreds of thousands
100%.
of people who are in that situation. So even if you give the £30 iftar pack, that will help her for a couple of days, weeks, months, who knows? But there's still hundreds of thousands and more that need your help, and that's why. Yes, £30 goes a long way, but we're not calling on one person. We're calling on everyone that's watching this show and everyone that watches the show later on. Your help is needed. Your help is needed now, not in 3-4 months' time when, I don't know, you might get a raise or something might happen where you know your financial situation gets better. I'm talking about now, 30, 60, 70, £100, £200, however much you can spare, so that that young lady doesn't need to beg once again. And her honor is still kept intact. Yes, at the end of the day, we're here to help them. But as Yasser was mentioning, most of these ladies, and Sayyid Muhsin mentioned, most of these ladies are very hesitant on saying, yes, I need help. All they're saying in most of the videos is, look, this is my situation. Okay, you've come into my house, I'm more than happy to open my house for you and show you, but this is my situation. And they stop there. But that young lady we just saw in this video said, no, not only is this my house and my situation, but I need your help. I rely on your help. Whatever means that I have to be able to cook whatever I can for that day is what I can, but I still need your help. And that's why, brothers and sisters, we're calling on you to answer her call, inshallah. Hajj Yasser, it's been an absolute pleasure. We know that you have to leave. You're very much a man in demand because of your wisdom, mashallah, and your insight. But in saying that, it's been a pleasure speaking to you.
It was my pleasure for being here with you and for having this honor to tell people about the importance of donating in Shahr Ramadan. It was nice speaking to you.
Did I see that correctly? 1 second. This
might be good news.
I'm not gonna let go. Your hand is good luck. I'm holding on to your hand. Yeah.
1 second, I need just to verify. This might be a typo, or I saw this correctly. I'm hoping this is not a... Okay. I'm gonna read some numbers out. I'm gonna read some numbers out. Okay, I'm gonna read some numbers out. All right, and I want some excitement, guys, because this is absolutely phenomenal. Okay, this is not just a water well. This is probably about 3 or 4 water wells, because £30 has come in, £30, £100, £30, $50, €300, $100, €100, and $5,000. Absolutely amazing, guys. I verified it. I made sure that that was correct. They said yes, it was. $5,000 has come through today. Absolutely amazing. These shows get better and better and better. Be part of this cause, ladies and gentlemen. Be part of it. The £30 is as good as the $5,000. I assure you, in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So thank you very, very much. Yasser, that's your cue to get out. Thank you, Habibi. All the best, inshallah.
We need another fight.
We'll see you soon. We'll see you soon. Look, I need a break, okay? Give me a couple of minutes. We'll see you very soon. Here's a video. We'll see you then. Thank you.
Hassan.
Please, now.
These orphans need your help and require your assistance. Don't let any of these orphans go hungry this Ramadan. Please donate.
Don't let this be the end. Keep the hope alive.
بيها واتذكرها هي كانت قاعد من المدرسة تخلينا نروح وهي سؤال ريوق بعد يومين بالصرف يوم السلطات وفات كل يومين اشتاق له عبالي من اجي من البيت العب باسكل واجي اطب باسكل اصيح امه ما القاها.
ان شاء الله سبحانه وتعالى ما يقطع، اكو طيبين واكو ناس خيره. انا هسه تفاجئت طبيت عليه مباشره، شنو هذا كله يعني يحفزنا على الحياه. اكو امل بالدنيا بعد، اكو خيرين. الله واهل البيت يعني ان شاء الله ماكو شيء صعب. طيبين. بالنسبه لقصه امهم مرض سرطان جاها يعني مفاجئ بسبب عمليه زائده وشكل هذا المرض والعندي والما عندي ما قدرت على علاجها. صراحه الا ان توفت. وتركت لي هذول الاطفال الاثنين واللي انا ابتليت بيهم بلاء هسه اعتبارا ان هذا امتحان الي رباني. انا اللي قايب عيشتهم وانا رجال كبير يعني انا يريد مني يعيني. زين والان انا متكلف وقاعد بهذا الوضع بهذا البيت تعبان ورطوبه صاعده متر وشويه وشقف وشوف. وهاي قدامكم انتم تشوفون بعد وان شاء الله هو الموجود اللي سخركم ودزكم عليه هنا واهلا وسهلا بكم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm in Hayy al-Askari, Karbala, with two young gentlemen here who unfortunately lost their mother due to cancer. Now unfortunately the father, he couldn't afford to pay for the mother's treatment for cancer and so forth, and unfortunately lost their mother due to cancer. Because of his old age and also his wellness, he cannot work and look after the children. It's very, very difficult for him to work, and he has to juggle between whether working or looking after the children, so forth. I'd like to thank Haji Yassin, Amir and Hussein for inviting me to their home and showing me how they live. And this is one of the projects that we have at Imam Hussein Charity, helping young boys like this and families who have, less and difficulties, impoverishment, and helping them in order for them to have a better life here in Karbala. Now, when I came in, they were very, very hospitable, very, very welcoming. Haji himself, if you can see, his clothes are dirty for cleaning me. Like I sat on that green chair over there, and he cleaned it himself. The boys as well were asking me, would you like this, would you like that? Whatever they could give, whatever they could offer me as a guest, they did and they offered. And I, inshallah, I ask you brothers and sisters to help such a family who have been so hospitable and so nice to me. Even though that they don't have much, they were still willing to offer and give with sincerity and humbleness. So I ask and I plead, please brothers and sisters, help this family in order for them to achieve a better standard of living.
Your donation can be the difference between a life of hardship and a life of hope for the families in need.
Welcome back, dear viewers. After that much excitement, all of those donations that came in, if you've missed it, someone donated $5,000. Not sure to what campaign, but who cares? At the end of the day, it's $5,000 to whichever campaign it can be. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you very, very much for that. As well as, by the way, what is the, I mean, people, £30
yes,
could be as significant as the £5,000. Why?
See, so Mr. Far, let me ask you this. As I could go into the story, but I'm not because we haven't got much time. But if I've only got £30 in my account and I give that £30, you know, that's a lot more than someone who's got a considerably a lot amount of money and gives $5,000. Not to say that whoever donated $5,000, thank you so much. You know, and may Allah bless you.
It could be the only £5,000 you have, which is absolutely amazing.
Exactly.
We don't know what the situation is. We're just trying to explain to others. We're not, because some people say, oh, for example, someone made a donation of £30 and the excitement was, for example, here, but then the donation of like, you know, $1,000 is like, oh wow, it's amazing. They're both in Allah's eyes, 100%. Could be different. But to us, 100%. As long as it makes a difference to these guys, then it's absolutely amazing. We have no issue, we have no place to be discussing people's finances and how much they should be donating and so forth. That's totally up to you. But our job here is to encourage you, to show you the benefits of donating and to show the reality of what's going on in Iraq and that these people desperately need your help. So it doesn't matter whether it is £30 you're giving or if it's $5,000 or whatever you're giving, make sure you give something. Phone lines are open, 0203 515 1122, and our volunteers are there to help you with any of your donations. Let's give you a few reminders. First and foremost, the most important are the campaigns themselves. The £30 is the iftar pack, the £30 iftar pack. The iftar pack has a list of different ingredients for them to be able to cook iftar for a considerable number of days. Be that oil, rice, lentils, spices, meat, whatever it is that they can put into those packs. And those packs you can see behind you. The £50 goes towards sponsoring an orphan. It could be medical aid, it could be education costs, it could be food, whatever it could be, just to help the orphan. The £1,400 today, by the way, we had another water well that was donated from Ahmed.
Yes, we did. The phone call.
In London, in the phone call, so we had that guy come through. £100 goes to emergency aid, emergency and medical aid, especially for those orphans and widows and those vulnerable people in need of emergency medical and urgent care in Iraq. £250 goes to shelter and repair. We've already discussed that as well. We've seen the states that these people live in, the houses that they live in, and what kind of state they're in. We're here to be able to provide £250, which could go towards the repair of those homes and to provide shelter as well. The other one after that is the £500, which is the skills training. This is really, really important, especially those who believe, you know, in education, believe in further education, believing in actually not just giving money to sustain these orphans or these poor people for a day, 2, 3 weeks, 3 months, but actually giving them an education so that they can sustain themselves. That's the whole idea, for them to be able to grow up, have an education and sustain themselves for a longer period of time and make that change. That is £500, which goes towards skills training.
What's the famous saying? Give a man a fish and he'll eat for an evening. But teach a man to fish and you'll feed him for a lifetime.
For a lifetime, exactly.
So exactly, this is what we're trying to do: is you know, provide skills and training for you know, widows and orphans, and inshallah that they can change their living circumstances, and they themselves will see the benefit of working, earning, and who knows, they might start training other people and other orphans and so forth, and the cycle continues until everyone is qualified, everyone has a trade, and everyone is out of poverty.
Inshallah, inshallah. Now, for those who want to be incentivized to take part, absolutely fine. We've given you that option as well. A minimum of £5 donation, and answering a question will give you the opportunity to win a prize. The prize is an IHC jewelry set,
there's a pendant or a bangle. You can decide which one you want to take.
And the question for today is, how many prophets are mentioned in the Quran? How many prophets are mentioned in the Quran? Do you know the answer? You probably read
Not exactly.
Have you read the answer is on the sheet?
No, I haven't read it. No.
Alright, fathom an answer.
Have a guess?
Yeah.
Have a guess?
Yeah.
I think it's around like 50, 55, 50, 50, something like that.
Okay.
Am I close?
No.
Oh wow.
No.
Oh, wow.
No. I'm not going to give the answer, but I'm going to say the 50-55 is not close. Could be higher, could be lower, we don't know, but it's up to you guys to decide.
But there's some surahs as well named after prophets as well, isn't there?
There are surahs,
There's plenty of prophets
Okay,
mentioned.
but you have time to Google, ask a scholar, whatever it is.
Maybe look it
until
up,
the
start
next
reading.
episode. So you have time until then. Don't forget your name, where you're from, the proof of the donation. Send it into the WhatsApp, and you'll be put into a draw.
Inshallah.
And that draw tomorrow, inshallah, will reveal who the winner is. Inshallah. Now, I'm going to welcome, if he's available, onto
Mr.
the
Sevrex.
screen. Sevi, my guy. Yeah, we're going to welcome on the very energetic, but please do give a warm welcome to Amir Reza, or Sevrix, aka Amir Reza, onto the stage with Allah salawat ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Thank you, Imam. I want to shake all your hands.
How's everything, sir?
Alhamdulillah, very good.
I must ask, have you been walking on a yellow brick road? Because them shoes, I must say, mashallah.
I like the reference. I like the reference a lot. Sevi, how's everything?
Alhamdulillah, not too bad.
By the way, I just want to give a shout out to Sevi. He's doing probably 5 or 6 different jobs behind the scenes, and we kind of forced it on him to say, listen, come onto the stage, because you're highly energetic, and I'm sure that you're going to inspire people to make a change and hopefully give us your change.
Exactly. Give us your change, because change is useful.
Use your change to make a change.
Nice. All right. On that point,
yes.
Tell us your thoughts.
On.
I don't know. I'm just going to say, tell us your thoughts.
Oh, thoughts. Okay, so we have 3 new campaigns today.
Yeah,
as I've heard. I didn't know about this until I heard you say it. So
okay.
And you know, hearing you describe these campaigns and seeing some videos about how these people need our support, they need our help, right? As you can see, with regards to the shelter campaign, you've said they don't have proper roofing, they don't have proper structures. And I remember a while back on the first episode I was on with you two, we looked at this, this tribe area outside the Karbala Stadium, where they literally made their houses out of what they could find in the rubble, in the round. So that's why it's important. It's very important for you to help and to contribute for them to have shelter.
I mean, the basis is that you have your home, but the home has to be secure, has to be a safe structure. You don't want to be sleeping and at night the wall falls in or something like that.
Oh yeah, of course.
And 100%. Then it's like, how are these people going to afford to fix their houses? They can't even afford to buy food.
Yeah,
so how are they going to afford to fix their homes?
So, in order for you to be able to get in touch, the number to call is
0203 515 1122, and our volunteers will be there to help you with all your donations. If you're quite handy and confident with technology, there's a QR code, Mr. Sevi, and you can go straight to the website www.imamhusseincharity.com. We accept all major credit cards, banks, PayPal. And also, if you want to do a bank transfer, I think the
details are below. Yes.
I also want to mention, because my mother donated a couple of days ago, and she's got very limited English, but she's only watching because her son's on TV.
So we can get Mohsen to do the same thing but in Urdu.
I was going to do one in Arabic as well, because she only understood how to do it once I explained to her in Arabic. So, للمشاهدين الكرام. I'm not gonna go فصحى. I'm sorry, I can't do فصحى. but اللي يتابعون بالبيت رحم الله والديكم، الله يتقبل أعمالكم إن شاء الله وصيامكم إن شاء الله، وتقبل كل طاعات وإن شاء الله في ميزان حسناتكم. زين، إذا تحبون تتبرعون اليوم، زين، اكو هاي شوفوا، طلعوا الكاميرا، زين، الكاميرا تروحون لهنا تاخذون صوره لهاي شو اسمه، هاي الشغله هنا، زين، تاخذون صوره، بس ما تاخذون صوره راح يطلعك فد لينك، دوس اللينك يوديك الى ويب سايت، الويب سايت راح يقول لك بالضبط شلون تتبرع، زين، تريد تتبرع 30 باوند، 50 باوند، 100 باوند، 250 باوند، 500 باوند او 1400 باوند للووتر ويل، كلش زين، زين، هاي بسيطه كلش، وان شاء الله بحق الامام الحسين عليه السلام وبحق 14 معصوم تنقضي حاجتكم ان شاء الله اذا تتبرعون. رحم الله والديكم. عن اردو جو.
احسن.
تيجي كمان जल्दी
नाज़रीन, आप लोगों के लिए हमने यहाँ पर QR कोड, where's the QR code? Can you just point to QR code? यहाँ पर रखे, आप आपके फोन से कैमरा सेलेक्ट करके इस पर स्कैन कीजिए, वहाँ पर लिंक आ जाएगा, लिंक पर क्लिक कीजिए, फौरन आपको वेबसाइट पर लेके जाएगा, वहाँ आपको डोनेशन आप डाल सकते हैं। इंशाल्लाह अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला आपके सारे अमाल कबूल करे इंशाल्लाह। فارسي
بسم الله سلام يا حمقين بزعمل اگر انتی تشریف میکنین اینجا یک QR کد هست، اینجا کجا این پایین اگه تلفنتون رو باز کنین رو اپلیکیشن دوربین اینو اسکن کنین میبره به وبسایت امام حسین چریتی اینجا میتونید انتخاب کنی یه دکمه سبز هست به نام دونیت اون انتخاب کن و هر چقدر میتونی بدی کمک کنین فقیرا کمکتون میخوان Afina Sabaya. Sorry, my Farsi is really bad.
You do not have an excuse. Any viewer out there, you must know English. If you don't know English, you have Arabic. If you don't know Arabic, you have the Urdu. If you don't know Urdu, you have the Farsi. So there's no excuse.
Does anyone speak Swahili in the back? No.
No Swahili today.
No Swahili.
No Swahili.
Where's Jagani when you need it?
All right, cool. On that note, we wanted to ask you a question.
Okay, as long as it's not Farsi, because my Farsi
No,
Arabic is not
okay.
the question.
It's okay. It's okay. By the way, we were totally oblivious. You could have been speaking absolutely pristine, 100.
The thing is,
we wouldn't know.
In the back, in the director's chair, is my very respected colleague Mohammed. And he speaks fluent Farsi, born and raised.
Okay.
So he's just there long.
He's going to tell me, he's going to tell me now. He's going to tell me, Mohammed, how was his...
He's gonna say it was exactly. So if my Farsi was not the best, you can't put me on the spot with Farsi. I have very limited vocabulary.
Ramadan is a time of resolutions. Okay, the new year, a lot of people make resolutions, but in Ramadan, a lot of the mu'mineen and mu'minat, the believers out there, make religious resolutions. You've spoken, you brought up, mashallah, a very wide social network,
Alhamdulillah.
I believe. Have you discussed any Ramadan resolutions with anyone in the past?
So literally, the day before Ramadan, I sat with my cousins, and I sat with all my family and friends, and we said, what is our Ramadan resolution? Some of them said, I want to pray more. Some of them said, I want to stop listening to music and I want to contribute more. Some of them said, I'm going to read the whole Quran. It's very advised to read the whole Quran during this holy month. There's been a lot of things going on. Someone said something very specific. They said, I'm going to make sure not only I pray all my normal prayers, because obviously that's wajib, but I'm going to pray all the mustahabbat prayers. And also contribute toward the Laylatul Qadr Majlis. So that's really good. So it's proper, very included. And then one person at the table said, I'm going to fundraise. They're not going to donate. They've done that. They are going to fundraise. And so what they did was, they created a GoFundMe and they fundraised for their respective charity. And the transaction cost, they said they'll fit the bill themselves. So I would want to do something similar, hence why I'm on the live show today, to fundraise for our respected brothers and sisters in Iraq, in Pakistan, in Afghanistan, who need our support and need our help. So that's what we're here to do.
Inshallah, inshallah. We want to remind the viewers that we want to give a bit of a push towards the iftar pack. The iftar packs are very, very important in today, especially when it comes to Ramadan. We've already seen some of the videos of those who are less fortunate explaining their situation, that they don't have the means to cook dinner. Leaving Ramadan to one side, they don't have the means to cook dinner. So the iftar pack goes a long way to providing them with those small ingredients that they can cook meals and so on. You were going to say?
Iftar pack is really important because today, this afternoon, I received a call on the charity line. And someone called the Imam Hussein Charity and said, can you help me? Literally, they called and asking and pleading for help, saying, I'm less fortunate and I cannot afford iftar tonight. Could you get me an iftar pack? They literally said, I can't afford anything.
It's from the UK?
I have got nothing.
Are they UK?
They're from the UK and I got nothing. I have nowhere to sleep. I have no support. I have absolutely nothing. And I said, can you at least offer me an iftar pack? If not, it's fine. Offer me a blanket and a pillow. Offer me some shelter. I need somewhere to stay. So these campaigns that we have, these are very crucial. They are very, very important. Every donation you pay will make sure someone will sleep comfortably tonight. Will make sure someone had something in their belly to not be malnutritious. Because people don't have enough to even get themselves going. They don't eat all week.
See, now you got a phone call, right? How many people in Iraq don't have access to phones?
They don't have
or have any access to reach out to us and ask for help. We're more than willing to help people, especially when it comes to food. I've noticed whenever, even here in London, when people come ask for money and that, they'll say, okay, I won't give you money, but if you're hungry, I'll definitely feed you.
Of course.
Pick whatever you want from the shop or this or that, I'll definitely feed you wherever you want.
Well, I mean, sorry, the situation is as Amiraza described. There are many people out there who you may think that they're living okay, and I think one of the videos they mentioned that when they went into the house, they look, I mean, I'm living okay-ish, but actually my situation is dire. right? And it's critical. And that's why we're calling on to you, brothers and sisters, to donate now, today. It's already been a massively positive day. People have been donating, so be part of that change, be part of that cause. All right, be part of that excitement. We want you to be part of that excitement so that you can help those who are less fortunate.
MashaAllah, we had so many donations today. We've had people giving in £30, £100, £200. MashaAllah, one person gave $5,000 and so forth. But the money's coming, but the work is still far more than what we're receiving, brothers and sisters. It's really extreme out there. We need every single donation that we can get, and it doesn't matter whether you can give a lot or a little. Give whatever you can, but definitely give.
Let's contextualize £30 for us in the UK.
Yeah.
If we go through £30, that's less. That's Uber cost. Yeah, that's you want to get Uber to work. It's at least £30.
I think a lot of us will spend more on our shopping, maybe lunch, a birthday gift.
Literally, we go through £30 in like a couple hours, let alone a day or a week. In Iraq, they don't go. That can last them 2-3 weeks.
I've got younger brothers, and on Eid they come to me, and they're looking for pink notes. You know what I mean? Which I'm happy to give.
Yeah.
But if I can give that, £30 is less than that. And it's going to last a lot longer.
And don't forget, the benefit is that you are providing or could be providing iftar. What's the benefit of actually providing iftar for a mu'min?
Wow, we have so many. We have so many hadith. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says one of the greatest deeds is to feed someone. It's one of the greatest you could do. Furthermore, when you see it in the office, I mean, in the office all the time. If someone has a mustahab fast, straight away we're offering them water, food.
For the last week of Ramadan, the last week before Ramadan, I was fasting every day because there was loads of good hadiths about fasting the last week of Sha'ban. So I was fasting every day, and every day someone after me was like, "Are you fasting?" Muslim was one of them, by the way. It's one of them. Well, like loads of my colleagues will come like, "Are you fasting?" I'm like, "Yes, I am." Like, it's a mustahab. I'm like, "Yes, it is," and I'm like smiling because I know what's gonna happen next. They run away, they come back, they give me a glass of water, like I'm breaking your fast. They bring me a date and they give me their phone like Uber Eats. Pick what you want, it's on me.
That's amazing.
They invite me to iftar. And that one meal that we got to Uber Eats, because we're in London, everything, so it's £30. So, and when you buy an iftar pack and you pay that £30, you're giving them a box of food to feed them for as many long as they can.
No.
I was gonna say my mum, she is really keen on feeding people. I think it's a Pakistani thing, but she always says, she goes, "Mohsin, if you ever got financial situations, feed people."
Wow.
Because feeding people just brings barakah.
It does.
It just brings so much barakah.
Furthermore, just to back what you said, Imam Sadiq alayhi salam says, feeding a hungry Muslim is from among the means of forgiveness.
Wow.
Forgiveness, brothers and sisters. I'm gonna run through some facts just to bring you, paint the picture for you so that you understand the dire situation and the critical situation that we are in now, and that's why we need your help now. 1 in 10 people around the world experience chronic hunger. That's around 815 million people.
Wow.
Hunger kills more people every year. Hunger kills more people every year than AIDS, malaria and tuberculosis combined. 1 in 4 people are estimated to be hungry in sub-Saharan Africa, including Tanzania and Kenya. 315,000 women die in childbirth every year because of basic nutrient deficiencies caused by hunger. Some stats: 45% of deaths among children under 5 are caused by a lack of nourishment, brothers and sisters here. 45% of deaths among children under 5 are caused by a lack of nourishment, and 3.1 billion people cannot afford a nutritious meal.
That's almost half the population.
That's almost half the population.
3.5 billion is half the population.
3.5 billion people cannot afford a nutritious meal.
Damn.
And therefore we're asking you, look, in order for them to have a nutritious meal, £30 iftar pack is what you can donate for them to be able, or could perhaps provide them the means to have iftar every day. Every day.
You know, a lot of people may feel that, I can't donate, or it's quite difficult to donate. That's not a problem, but maybe you have the capacity and you have the means and ability to help motivate or to help inspire. And Ali Fadl has his hand up. Have you got more donations?
I have donations, and we have a caller as well. So before the caller, I'm going to read out some of the donations.
Ya Ali, Bismillah.
£90 and £40 and $50 and £100 £30. Sallallahu Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. We have that caller on the line. Hopefully, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Amir, can you go sort the technical?
Yes, no. Yes, no.
No, we are tech man.
He's gone. Sorry.
Call back. We'll get you back on.
Yeah,
Inshallah.
we'll get you back on. Right. So just a reminder that if you want to be incentivized to take part, there is a small prize up for grabs. All you need to do is answer a simple question with a small donation, and you enter into a raffle, and that raffle prize draw, your name will be called out in tomorrow's episode. However, before I explain that, and he's ended it again. So he keeps going back on and ending it. So for you to be able to enter that prize draw, the question is quite simple. How many prophets are mentioned in the Holy Quran? We've had 50, 55, which is incorrect.
Way out, you were saying.
Which is incorrect. It could be higher, it could be lower. What's your... You know the answer.
I do, so I can't say it. But I'll give a hint, right? Yeah. If you look at the Quran, there are actually certain surahs named after the prophets. So that could help narrow it down. There's a few.
Well, there's a lot mentioned.
There's a lot mentioned in the Quran, but there's a few with
some that people don't even know about.
Okay.
For example, Prophet Zulkarnain. How many people know about that prophet?
Zulkarnain. Yeah. Fantastic.
There's a lot.
How many prophets are mentioned in the Quran? The way to enter this competition is you make a small donation, minimum £5. You mention your name, your location. Send it onto the WhatsApp. What's the WhatsApp number?
The WhatsApp number is 079.
We're just waiting for the screen. We'll listen for someone.
Sorry, +44 07. Please change it. Please.
Come on.
That's okay. +44 Send your messages below. Make sure you donate and show your support. And if you have any questions or queries, you can call us on that same WhatsApp number below or on +44 0203 515 1122. Call in, and I know the lines are very busy, and I know people keep hanging up. Just please be patient with us. Our team at the back is working very, very hard, because I know I was one of them. So now that I'm on stage, please cut them a bit more slack, because they're one man down. But call in, please be patient. Inshallah, we'll get to you.
If you'd like to volunteer,
I'm going to make a call. I'm going to make a call now, and I know that we have another 20 minutes. For those of you who have just tuned in now, who are sitting back, got your tea ready, maybe your iftar ready, depending on where you are, who are waiting to show, waiting to see a show. We're going to ask you, look, you are sitting back, you are relaxed, alhamdulillah, inshallah you've had your iftar. If you haven't had your iftar, inshallah you're going to have your iftar very, very soon. Why not donate? Why not make someone happy in the world? Donate now to any one of these campaigns. The details are very, very simple. I'm going to make a call. Sorry, producers. I'm going to do the challenge between myself and Amir Riza.
Nice.
Oh, challenge.
Yeah, the challenge. I'm going to do the challenge, so I need the props. So before that happens, we're going to go to a small break. When we're back, we're going to have a challenge, myself and Amir Riza. Inshallah. And we'll see you in a bit.
Imam Hussein Charity is giving you the chance to provide food baskets for destitute and impoverished families all over Iraq and Afghanistan. Each basket costs around £30, $35 roughly, and can feed a family of 4. The food basket contains essentials such as flour, bread, tomato puree, oil. They get different spices as well, salt, pepper, even like cinnamon. You get lentils, you get different vegetables, meats, dates, tea, dried lemons, and not forgetting rice. Take advantage of this blessed month and help destitute and impoverished families. You can pay via bank transfer, PayPal, or visit us at www.imamhusseincharity.com.
Give the gift of a healthy meal to a family in need by donating to our Food Basket campaign.
Put a finger down if you have access to fresh water. Put a finger down if you have food in your fridge. Put a finger down if you have access to healthcare. Put a finger down if you have never lived in a war zone. Put a finger down if you have family around you. Put a finger down if you have a warm bed to sleep in. Put a finger down if you have clothes in your wardrobe. Put a finger down if you have a roof over your head. Put a finger down if you have access to education. Put a finger down if you want to be part of changing the world.
Welcome back, dear viewers of Imam Hussein Charity live on Imam Hussein TV. You're watching exclusively. We are here. It's 9:45 UK time on Tuesday, the 28th of March. I am going to put my creative artistic skills to the test because I'm going to draw something on this screen now. You might be able to see a lot of it. Yeah? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, they can see.
Right. So first one's going to be nice and easy. I'm going to draw it, and then the first person to guess what it is wins. Okay, this is the first one. It's going to be quite easy.
Let me see if I can make it a bit difficult. All right, let me start with...
While Mullah Ali is drawing, make sure every second you watch Imam Hussein Charity, you donate and contribute and support. Right? I don't know. I'm providing...
This ain't Hangman, bro. Come on.
I know. Okay, so again, I'm not...
He said he's trying to make it difficult on purpose.
That's a sword. That's a sword.
Yes!
I said sword! I said sword!
He did. It's okay, so what, next one.
I know.
You know, viewers, if you donate, you could win this lovely drawing of the Zulfiqar.
No, you're not going to win this one.
From Mullah Ali.
Alright,
I will gladly ship it.
Let's make it harder, please.
I will gladly ship it.
Okay, let's go.
I'll gladly ship it to you personally if
that was
you
a
donate.
Next one.
Bismillah, okay.
Next one.
Yeah. Waiting for the quick, okay.
Okay, yeah, I can do this.
Let's see what this is. It's an iftar box.
Shh. If you guess once, that's it. That's your guess gone.
Is it an iftar box?
No, it's not an iftar box, so your guess is gone.
Make sure you donate to the iftar box campaign below.
Is it the Kaaba? No, it's not the Kaaba.
It is.
No, it's not. It's a cube.
It's the Kaaba. It's not the Kaaba. He's not responding, so it's not the Kaaba. Unless he really enjoys drawing. It could be that he really enjoys drawing.
It's not a TV.
Sadaqa box.
Sadaqa box. Sadaqa box, but you already
and that's really important, by the way. Sadaqa box.
Do we have one?
Yes, it.
Do you have one to show me?
Sadaqa box. You can get your own Imam Hussein Charity Sadaqa box.
Just make sure. Say on top,
IHC. Exactly.
All right.
So, if
that's
you want,
your Sadaqa box.
That's beautiful.
Can we get something else that's probably not something religious? Maybe.
But here,
these guys are guessing it very easy.
Let me show you right now. This is our very own Imam Hussein Charity Sadaqa box. What is from Sayyid Mohsen? So if you want one of these, right? It's a beautiful Sadaqa box. Thank you for the segue.
No, it's okay.
This is a beautiful Sadaqa box. If you would like it, you can get it from the Imam Hussein Charity website, or you can give your Sadaqa to imamhusseincharity.com, or you can scan the QR code right here, over there. There you go.
Right, ready? I've got the next one.
Yes, okay, cool. We'll go next one.
Okay.
I'm going to leave that over here.
Do I guess straight away? Like, try and see if I can get ahead.
Whoa, that looks a bit...
It's a slide.
A telephone. Banana. Somalian iftar.
Toenail.
Telephone. It's got to be
a phone.
Telephone.
Yes, it is. But it's an old school phone.
It's a handset.
The bat phone.
It's just a phone.
Oh, it's just a phone.
It's just a phone. Yeah,
okay,
it's a phone.
So, pick up the phone. Why?
Oh, 023 515
I like that, yes.
Pick up the phone and donate. Our volunteers are ready. Call in to help motivate and inspire others to donate, inshallah. All for a good cause.
You know
another one?
You know, that's it. Wait, if you look at that phone, that's an old classic, old-timey phone, right? And people of my generation won't have seen that phone, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I have. I'm tech savvy, but I'm not too sure I should put you down, by the way.
I remember those ones. The two-piece. I remember those.
All right, the next one.
Oh, it's right below the phone.
Right below. Yeah.
Make sure you call in by the way 0235 515 1122 and inspire us and everyone else watching.
This should be quite simple.
Okay. TV.
Okay.
TV.
No, then there's a whole host of numbers. Then you have
Is this a live fundraising show?
Nope. And we have another numbers, more numbers. And we have
Matrix.
Mr.
Check.
No.
Debit card, credit card.
Yes!
That's
It's a credit card.
And use your
Why credit card?
You can use it to donate to Imam Hussein Charity. Make sure the details are on your screen. Go on imamhusseincharity.com.org and give us your hard-earned cash.
All right, one last one.
The less coverage of Karbala and Iraq.
Okay.
Do you accept all the major credit cards?
We accept all the major
American
credit cards.
Express, MasterCard, Visa, Delta, Coops, if you know what that is.
Oh, we also accept Venmo and PayPal as well. So people who want to donate via PayPal, it's very easy. Just go on the website and have the option. You can either take credit card or PayPal. And the PayPal option gives you access to everything. So feel free to donate and help contribute and support. It's very important. It's very good.
We've got a halo.
I feel like I need to not answer straight away because I give it away. So I need to think to give it a second.
Is it a bishop?
That's a solid hat.
Yeah. Is it the Pope?
It's a ring. It's a ring. No.
Oh, is it Among Us? Oh, it's not.
No, it's not.
Water well.
Oh my God, that's a water
Jill
well.
went up the hill.
That's a solid.
That's
and
a
that's
water
not
well.
any water
Mashallah.
well, by the way. If you look carefully, that's not any water well. That's a water well that someone donated yesterday for Pakistan.
Ahsant. And on that note, brothers and sisters, you can donate a water well for £1,400. If you cannot donate to water well, maybe collectively with your family, collectively with your friends, with your Husseiniya, with your work colleagues together, you can raise money for a water well,
solid.
£1,400, and you'll be providing fresh, clean water to all my cousins in Pakistan.
That's solid. You know, if you get 14 people £100 or 28 people £50 each, that's not a lot, by the way.
That's actually a really nice tree, I must say. It's becoming quite artistic. Yeah.
And if you want to win Mullah Ali's beautiful depiction of a water well, feel free to donate. The next person to donate a water well or contribute towards a water well,
please sign it, please.
We'll get. Can you sign it, Mullah? Can you sign it? We need this nice little Mullah Ali father signature.
Fantastic. So the next person to donate to a water well will receive this fantastic drawing by Mullah Ali Fadl with his own hand. Like here on Imam Hussein Charity. Artwork like this goes for millions and millions of pounds. You can have it for the price of a water well. £1,400, £1,400.
That's getting good. Wow.
Oh, it's a little pathway. Are we going to have Jack and Jill on there as well?
No.
No?
What else?
Rapunzel? What was it? Hansel and Gretel? No? Okay.
The people of Pakistan who need our support.
Shrek? No, we're not going to have any fantasy creatures or fairy tales.
Because this is a real thing. You can contribute to something that can actually make a change to people who need us.
Amos is really good.
Yeah.
And if you are to donate 2 water wells, Mr. Ali Father will colour that in with his pencil case. Yes, that's right, brothers and sisters.
I'm totally ignoring the show right now because
he's in his element. He's in his element. This is now the Amir Raza and Mohsen Shah Imam Hussein Charity live fundraising appeal. We have
I want to win that, by
an
the way.
artist.
I want that. That's
Mr. Mullah Ali Father. That is actually
That's
very good.
Can we get a loud salawat ala Muhammad
Allahumma
wa
salli
ala
ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. That's a fantastic drawing.
That's fine.
Abstract, Mr. Ali Father. And it would be really nice if you could colour that in later on. And someone who would like that picture, please donate a water well. And we'll give you that picture.
A sign Mullah Ali Fadl water well.
You'll put the date.
Put the date as well. And this will go to the next person who will donate a water well in contribution towards a Pakistan water well.
Help my brothers and sisters in Pakistan, your brothers and sisters in Pakistan, with fresh, clean water for them to drink, for them to sanitize, and for them to grow crops so that they can feed the masses.
There was a lecture on Imam Hussein TV earlier this week about a quote from Nashra Balagha, from Imam Ali himself. He says, all of us were either brothers in faith or equals in humanity. And with that, you need to use that. Support your brothers, support your sisters, support your equals. There are people out there who need our help. And thanks to you, thanks to your support, and thanks to the people who believe in the Ahl al-Bayt,
I want to cut you off there because we don't have much time left. Please, can you last push for those who need to donate?
Yeah. I say this all the time, every time. Donate as much as you can, as best you can. And if you can't donate, it's completely okay. But use your power of change to incite change. Share this on social media. Share this among your friends and family. Call, text, message, Instagram story, Facebook message, everything. There's communications is endless. Use your power, use your strength, use your finance to help spread the message and help the people who need us.
Fantastic.
Brothers and sisters, The donation line is open throughout the whole night. If not, go to the website www.imamhusseincharity.com. It doesn't matter whether you're donating $5,000 or £500 or just £5. But make sure you donate and make sure you make a change.
Brothers and sisters, it's been an absolutely amazing show. Thank you so much for the donors who pledged their amounts towards some amazing causes. I have a special announcement to make. Myself and the team were talking behind the scenes, and what we want to do is start a little campaign on social media. I'll explain everything after this live show. I'm going to do a bit of recording now, just to explain what's going on. We were inspired actually by those who were pledging for the water wells. One of the water wells that was pledged yesterday was in the name of a marhum, and in the name of a marhum. So hopefully what happens is that this person that pledged is going to go to their family members to collect 13 £100 donations to make that £1,400. Something similar is going to reach your mobile phones very soon on social media. I'm going to work with the IHC team very soon.
But follow, like, subscribe, check,
share.
Follow IHC. It's very important. You want to see Mullah Ali's message? Make sure you follow Imam Hussein Charity on Instagram. Everything's below on your screens right now. Follow, check it out, and keep updated with what's going on.
I think there's about a minute left, so we're just going to go out there. Thank you very much for your donations. Thank you very much for tuning in. For those who have tuned in now, welcome to the Shia Voice in the next couple of minutes. But yeah, enjoy the show.
To watch the Shia Voice pay-per-view, please donate towards
Imam Hussein Charity.
Imam Hussein Charity.
on that
we'll
note,
give you the HD version.
You've been absolutely amazing. Inshallah, we'll see you soon. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
هو طلع بطريق يعني زيارة أقربائه وراح للبصرة، وهناك يعني هو فجأة يعني دخل مستشفى، تعب قلبه على أساس يسووا له عملية. بين ما تجمعوا له فلوس ومبلغ ورادوا يدهروا ما تقبل الدكتور، عنده الشرايين مسدودة وملتوية بعد، ما صلحت له كل عملية. ما أدري من يقول إلهم مستقبل، لأن حطام عيشتنا، العيشة تعبانة، ما أعتقد يعني يوصلون شيء. ويحتاجون هم ملابس، هاي الجواريب الملابس مال المدرسة، والجو بارد يعني 100% تتغير إذا توفر لهم الفواكه الأكل.
شاجين طبعا من باب يعني كنا نشبك بيه نحبه، وين ما نريد يعني يونسنا، هو بس الوحيد عندنا. انكسار جي خنقة تجينا، حسرة بقلبي، ما عداني يدوم يعني من العام عدي، صار عام عدي واروح بيه كل يوم، ما عداني. حالتنا تعرف بعد قدام عينك، ما عندنا شي، طبيب دكتور وساعد أفيد البلد، بين قوسين أفيد العالم كله.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm here in an area very close to the Karbala football stadium. Little Alawi here is having fun on my phone. A beautiful family, lovely family, but again another sad story. Unfortunately, Alawi's father passed away from a heart attack, leaving behind 4 children, 4 orphans. Now, unfortunately, the mother doesn't work and she's trying whatever she can to get by, but at the same time, it's just not enough for her to raise 4 children. They need school fees being paid for, they need books to be paid for, they need clothes, and also they need food. And due to the lack of food, a lot of the children are very malnourished. They have lack of minerals, and there's issues with iron deficiency and other nutrients that they require are deficient in their bodies. Now, Alawi here is having a really fun time at the moment and laughing and giggling. However, the family may have to leave this place because of the football stadium being extended and so forth. A lot of these houses are being demolished. Now, if they have to leave, there's nowhere else for them to go. So where would they go? And where could little Alawi here play? Brothers and sisters, I'm begging of you to help out this family. Support, donate, do whatever you can so that these children can smile and play, they can eat properly, they can go to school and study, and inshallah they'll be able to become something. All they need is an opportunity, all they need is a chance, all they need is a level playing field. And I'm telling you, these kids will flourish. Please donate.
Your contribution can help us break the cycle of poverty and create a brighter future for generations to come.
It's Ramadan.
What's the problem?
We've got a caller on the line.
What's the caller profile?
Yasser Mansour from London Edgware. He has a question in regards to eating food while fasting.
Do we have other questions?
We've got a couple on WhatsApp and YouTube.
Let's send him to studio to get his question answered live.
Done.
As lovers of the Ahlul Bayt, we all have an inclination to the epitome of love. When we rejoice, when times are hard, whatever stage of life we are in, we all yearn to be in one special place. We all wish to visit the blessed